not how reality works. You understand me? Damn, you sparkling on your page.
Because I'm a sparkly motherfucker.
Do you believe all energy you put out gets accounted for? Absolutely. There's a bank account right now, you know what I mean, with all the energy. I don't believe in balance in the sense of, I believe in balance when it comes to internal energy. But I'm talking, when you talk about wealth, it's about abundance. Wealth is when your assets greatly outweigh your liabilities. And a lot of you all are searching for balance when it comes to things when you should be working towards abundance. Think of it like this. If I eat as much negative food as I eat positive food, that's balance. So I'm only one negative meal away from being sick and one positive meal away from being healthy. I want abundance. I want to eat so much positive food that if I eat some negative, it don't even touch my system. I want to have so much wealth that if I spend something on a liability, I won't even notice it.
So how do we build equity to that capacity of having more than enough in your storehouse?
You have to practice discipline first. Okay. All right? Because a lot of people get something and then it goes out. A lot of people spending tomorrow's money on today's problem. Okay. Right? And you have to be very present and build presently. Right? So if I get $10 today, I'm not going to give out 10. I got to wait till I got 100 to be able to give out 10. Okay. You understand me? If I'm feeling good, that don't mean I'm about to go give my energy out to somebody. I got to wait till I'm feeling omnipotent. You know what I mean? To where I got so much karma built up in my bank account. If I slap the child guy, I'd be like, I owed you that one. Don't even worry about it. You don't get no karma back for that.
All you do is play. You play so much. That's why I don't talk to you. Okay, so Keys is an author. This isn't your book.
No, that's not it. But that's her book. Ajna's an author too. You know what I'm talking about? All my friends are authors. Yeah, that's the right way. All my friends are authors.
But this is mine. This is the.
Now I got my copy in the house. It's signed.
Did you have to add that on there?
Yeah. Gotta let people know why it's signed. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, Healing Place family. Hey, Colleen Lee. Keys, if you would acknowledge my Healing Place family.
How you doing, Healing Place family? I'm 19 keys of unlocking your mind, your different patterns of thinking, aligning your spirit, your heart, and your soul with your goals. Tap in.
Ashe.
Had to give him that voice.
You're so funny.
And the hell with that boy. Wait a minute. Just a late night out. Yeah,
turn your radio down. This is WQNI X2 3000.
Right, yes.
Bringing your nightly source of, what's the name?
Of good vibes.
Of good vibrations,
yes.
Smooth classics, R&B rhymes.
Yes. You know, I put out a post about our first connection with knowledge. That was the post. And it was talking about how, you know, somebody asked me on my post yesterday, how do I find my soulmate? And I jokingly, of course, told them, like, you should get your book. Get the book because it's going to change your pattern of thinking, and then you're going to start operating to where you're attracting things on a high frequency. And
you told them to get Hurt to Help?
Yeah, but both of our books. You got to get Hurt to Help and Paradigm Keys. And then go get 365 Routes to Being a Guy by Derek Grace. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, man, it's like between the knowledge and the information in here is powerful, but a lot of people want to attract new things, but they don't have new thoughts, so you can only attract what you currently think.
Run that back one more time if you would.
A lot of people want to attract new things, but they don't have new thoughts, so you can only attract what you currently think.
Yes, so if you want to attract new things, it's time for you to upgrade your thinking, to upgrade your life. And I would love for you to consider also copying the Paradigm Shifting Keys. $19.19 is the price, and I couldn't think of a better opportunity for you to capitalize on something so cost effective, because the next one that he launches,
it really won't ever be that.
It won't ever be such.
It would never.
A price that's so economically sound.
Yeah, okay. But super honest on that one. You ain't catching it like that no more.
You play all day. That's how you need to go to sleep.
Hey man, I stay woke.
Because you did the face recognition thing.
No. I tried to tell people about it, but people got mad at me. You know what I mean? Like, people accusing me of all kind of stuff.
You know I was being facetious. You know I don't care about what
But no, I was like, you know what? I find out it's like, my goal is just to give people game. It's like, I'm never like trying to like attack people or anything. I just want people to think critically. So I give you the tools to save yourself, because I can't save you. I can only give you the tools to save yourself. And that's like everything that I do. If I can but make you a critical thinker, then you can save yourself. That's the goal of the game. What you want from me?
What you want from him? What you want from him? What you want from him?
What you want from me?
He give you tools to build yourself, to build wealth, and build your health.
What else? You know what I'm talking about? I just want you to update your programming and change your paradigm.
Update your programming and change your paradigm.
See, some of y'all reprogram, but you don't even put in a better programming. And that's the problem. You go deprogram with not even a good one, so you got to deprogram with a higher programming.
Do it if I can see.
What's that?
That thing, that woe thing. Do it if I can see it. That woe dance thing.
Oh, I ain't doing that no more, man. That's all you get. Hey, chill out, Cylinder, man.
What happened?
I'm telling y'all having babies. We're going to make a book. That's going to be the baby.
That's going to be, we going to birth a mother. Why when people are, no, listen to this. Tell me if I can know. Why y'all always think people got to be fucking on somebody?
No. He's Caucasian, though, so it's different.
Whoa.
Somebody said you bringing your book to the event in L.A. You already know.
Who gonna be at the event in L.A.?
Somebody said something about they tapping in. They trying to come to the dinner.
Oh, okay. DG having a dinner. DG having a dinner in L.A. I might pull up on y'all. I might pull up. Like, what's up? Y'all know DG.
He always popping with something. He got a birthday going on next month. That's gonna be
He's
amazing.
gonna be featuring at the DG birthday party. No, let me tell y'all something. DG got some. He got a good. If you want to have a good time, right, and you really like want to get in and out like a robbery, but you want to be around some really good energy. Especially you clout chasers. Listen, if you clout chasers, especially you conscious clout chasers, this is an opportunity for y'all to get some pictures with some heavy hitters in the game.
Hey man, look, be a clout creator, not a clout chaser.
Y'all be
Create
clout
responsibly.
chasing. This is your opportunity. You get to get pics with Banner, Keys, DG, Life, a couple motherfuckers, Wallow, y'all, all them internet sensations. You get to get the opportunity.
It's gonna be powerful.
It's gonna be so dope. Y'all can clout chase in one place. You ain't gotta hop from state to state. You ain't gotta hop from state to state. You can clout
all the
chase
clout in one room. All the clout in one room. Man, no, but you become a clout curator. Yeah, I mean, and create responsibly. That's my thought process. To do for self. Clout is a hell of a drug. You know what I mean? Even when you get clout, it's a hell of a drug. You know what I mean? And chasing clout, you got to be careful with that stuff because you can become addicted to it. And then when you become addicted to it, you robbing your future self.
You do anything
you know
for
what I
clout.
mean? Do anything for clout. And you don't ever want to do anything for anything. You know what I'm talking about? You got to have your integrity always.
Integrity is a really big deal.
Exactly.
I don't play about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm known for two things in my life. One of them is keeping my promises. The other one, 19 Keys, is live, and I don't be doing my community like that, my brothers and sisters in the nation like that. But the other one is something else, and I want to keep them both that way.
Yeah.
But assalamu alaikum, family over there. Love and light to you all. Peace and life to you all.
So let's get into some astrology, because I be beating people up about astrology. Not in a bad way. But I want to know about the moon that we had last night. Is there anything to know about it?
Moon.
Yeah, the eclipsing moon.
You know what? In all honesty, that is a deep rabbit hole. But I will share with you all this. The Healing Place is having a transformational gathering September the 27th through the 29th. It's about communication and relationship building. The link is in Ajna's bio or at the Healing Place Dynasty's bio. And if you struggle with like learning how to communicate with yourself, building relationships with yourself, with those that you love, this is the place for you to be. It's a great opportunity for couples to bond together, to learn each other better, to learn themselves better, to realize that, we got something great. We might want to build upon this, or to even realize like, hey, this was good while it lasted, but it's time for us to release each other with integrity. So I'm grateful for this retreat. It is good for singles, and it's going to be a lot of singles there, and it's some fine ass women and some amazingly brilliant brothers in the Healing Place. So all of you all who are so single, right, and you be like, how do I find somebody that's vibing on my frequency? Like, these brothers are knuckleheads, these sisters want to be city girls. Come to the Healing Place retreat and get to looking around and identifying opportunity for you to build with somebody on your level. And you don't have to go in thinking like you're going to find your husband or wife, but you may find a bomb-ass friend that becomes a companion for the rest of your existence. So keep that in mind.
Can you tell me something about Taurus?
Yeah, you want me to do signs? I just look, the Healing Place family know. They know. Look, family. They know. I don't like to do signs, right? So I don't try to segue into a whole spiel about the Healing Place retreat, so I don't get into like the cosmos and the moon.
I want to know about Taurus, man, because I don't never get people astrology, and they always asking me. And
I don't want to do signs, King.
Alrighty. Okay.
Because the Healing Place, they going to be like, you did signs for Keys, you ain't do signs for us. And then they going to be, look at them. Look, do July. Come on for the Leos. Come on. Look at this.
See, y'all doing too much. Y'all messing it up right now.
Look, they don't even play. She doing signs. Look. No, I'm not doing signs right now. I'm not. But we are going to have a master astrologist at the Healing Place retreat that is going to go deep in on astrology and your connection to self. So I would love for you all to consider that, because that is such a great assistance to the way that you communicate when you realize just how much the cosmos and in the celestial life that we are all surrounded with but often ignore has an effect on our everyday existence. So, yeah.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about relationships.
What you want to talk about?
Somebody right now is finding themselves.
You want to talk about relationships? The best sex that I ever had in my life came from a Taurus.
Well, I guess that's all we needed.
Yep.
Yeah.
That happened. We had a little girl. I placed her for adoption at birth. He was a murderer. Sex, amazing.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So,
It's
good
good
with
weather.
the sun?
It's good weather out here today. Nice weather in Cali.
Yeah, when the honesty gets in the way. Oh,
I wasn't expecting that. I don't know if y'all was expecting that. Was y'all expecting that? I wasn't. I thought like sign telling me like my money and stuff like that. I didn't know it was gonna go that deep, but
whoa.
that's how she gets you off the sign. I get it now. I get what you're doing there. I get what you're doing there.
He looked so confused. he was confused.
It's all good.
Brother, please.
Am I vegan? No, I'm not vegan. I'm healthy.
No, really, you can't finish your like.
Well, I wanted to think about something that was of value of somebody that's going in relationships right now. I see somebody right now. They're jumping in and out of relationships month to month to month to month. They go deep in every single experience that they have, but they can't find the right thing. Mm-hmm. They believe themselves to be good people because they give all in each encounter. So what is something that person can do differently to start navigating the experience better?
Extend their patience. Because if you feel like you're a quality being and you're constantly working on yourself, but you are inevitably month to month or every quarter, you are constantly encountering these new beings and having these same reasons for releasing them in one way or another at the root, then it's you.
And so it's like you have to go through a cleansing of one's energy in order to encounter a new experience.
That's the most integral thing to do. It's just like, would you use the same condom?
Wow. I think that would hit differently. So that to me boils down to discipline as well. Mm-hmm. Because in patience is such a big word that's boggled down to just a small virtue. Mm-hmm. In the thought process of people. Like people kind of take patience as this small thing, but it's really the biggest thing you can have over your life.
Yeah, most people who say that they don't have time have a grudge against themselves.
Say that again and expound on that a little more.
Most people who say that they don't have time usually are overcoming having a grudge with themselves, meaning that I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here. I haven't forgiven myself for this. Nobody's going to hurt me like that again. I am so not here for this. I don't have time. So those are the kind of people that have an exaggerated sense of self-importance, where they kind of mastered this illusion of who they desire to be as opposed to the reality of what and who they really are. And so in that, they have like really given themselves no genuine time to grow. So now they feel like they don't have time for anybody else to navigate through their experiences also.
So is that also like a person that doesn't want to be alone and they need people around them to always validate them? Like there's a lot of people that don't even want to sit with their own thoughts.
Yeah, those are the people that have grudges against themselves. And the reason why I say you have a grudge against yourself, if you find yourself genuinely not desiring your own company or enjoying your own company, then what part of you don't you like, and why do you think that somebody else wants to be bothered with it?
Right. Wow, that's deep.
And many of us don't take that into consideration. It's like, I'm lonely, I don't want to be by myself. Well, you don't enjoy you? Because if you don't want to be by yourself and you feel this way about you and you've known you your entire life, why the hell do you think somebody else wants to be bothered with you consistently? You don't even want to be bothered with yourself.
So there's a thing called zygoburst.
Okay.
Zygoburst is like basically when you no longer have balance after you have something that's missing. So let's say if a person has become a widow and their spouse dies, they're used to that person waking up, making food or touching them when they wake up. Like all of that is empty now. Like there's a void of that energy. So they have a shift in their energy and they need to feel it to keep a rhythm. And if they don't, then it causes a depression. The depression is just a shift of energy. Yeah. Right? So a lot of people, after going through different relationships and they no longer have that balance, they try to fill that void, because that's what you do is in order for you to not be depressed real quick. Like, oh, I need something to fill this void of energy that just left. So people are always trying to maintain balance. And social rhythms of being around people allow you to feel that the most, the quickest. Like being around other people allow you to forget about those things that's missing within life, right? So a lot of people, like if you get out of one relationship, you need to get in the other one so you don't get depressed real quick because of what you're missing. And people are always just going through life trying to balance or juggle their balances instead of actually fill that void for themselves. And that's what that time alone does for you.
Yes, I agree with that. And as I process what you're saying about, like, you gave me the example of a woman who experienced the death of a mate. That's kind of likened unto the first tier of the hierarchy of hurt that we orchestrated. Oh, blessings to you, King. Blessings. This guy right here, this is the guy life that I was doting on earlier. If you were peeping on the live life, and just wave at the Healing Place community and Keys' people. But this guy got so much help inside of him, a true manifestation of an asset to humanity. Give them your handle. Let them know that they can follow you, that it's safe to follow you.
At Life Speaks Life. Y'all need anything from me, please link up.
Okay.
So appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate everything y'all doing. Definitely y'all in a good congregation of people, so the energy here is right. Please, when they say tap in, really tap in though. Get your time's worth, get your education's worth, and transition your life into something greater. Peace and love.
So at the first tier of the hierarchy of hurt is called ambiguous agony or amortic hurt. And that's when something happens to you in your life that shocks your system to a degree that not only do you not know what happened, you don't even know yourself anymore. And that usually occurs when somebody has like a traumatic experience, like a parent dies or a child dies, it's a detrimental divorce or breakup. You may experience a car crash or something like that. That's usually the first tier. And within that space, when they don't deal with the reality of what happened and how it happened, they usually usher into the second tier of being hurt in denial. And when you're hurt in denial, that's when you get to the point where none of that really happened. I don't know why people don't like me. I don't want to be by myself. Y'all crazy if y'all don't love me. But you don't take into the consideration that you are pessimistic now about everything. Right. And your language has changed and your energy has changed and you don't even like you. And everybody can sense it and feel it. That's why we don't want to be in your company.
Right.
But you've created this illusion that none of it has ever happened. So now you're in denial about the reality of the way you're navigating through your human experience. And in your mind, you're still a legend. In your mind, none of these things that people feel from you are authentic to your true vibration because you have denied the catalyst for change in your life. because it fucked you up that bad.
And a lot of people change. That word change. Subconsciously, people fight against the word change.
Indeed.
Because they want to hold on to whatever concept of self that they have right now. So the moment somebody tells you to change, you already start fighting. Like, wait a minute, change.
You know, King, they did a study at UCLA in Berkeley. And what they did was they did the testing probes on these paid volunteers. And you know, when the government start paying you to do shit to you, it gets interesting. But we don't have to get into that. But these paid volunteers, and what they did was they set them up with the same system of torment control that they did with prisoners of war. Like, through that level of being able to measure how much pain you are in. And they said that they noticed that the same neurons in your brain fire off when it's time for you to change or unlearn or do something different that do when your body is in extreme agony. And that's why so many of us don't push past the pain to birth whatsoever it is on the other side, because it is a mental thing. And even though someone isn't offering you a physical punishment of sorts, the place that you go to in your mind when it's time for you to do something different. If you're watching my live and you just called me,
But mine died. Oh, let me put it back up. That was funny. I wonder if I could save that. Let me see if I got enough.
Blessings to you, Flo. Flo just entered into the room. Blessings, blessings, blessings to you. Love and light to you. Peace and light to you. Speaking of master astrologers, her name is Just Flo. So tell me, why the boys done order food? They done ordered Taco Bell, and it's the Uber driver calling back to back. I love you right back, Zuri May. But Just Flo, that's her right there.
Just Flo, I need to know about these tourist stuff going on.
But I tell you, she's a tourist herself too.
Oh yeah, she already dope.
Yeah, Just Flo is amazing. She's utterly amazing. So be checking for her.
All right, we back in the business. We already hit
I got a whole
60 minutes.
I really got an attitude.
Yeah, no, it's all right. You know what?
So but I didn't tell them to order nothing.
They got hungry. Little Taco Bell. I mean, have hurt somebody. I ain't gonna say never hurt nobody.
Why would they order that of all things? You see how they act when I'm away from home?
See, they was supposed to do was go outside and check on it so you ain't get the phone call. That's where they messed up. That's why I'm mad.
You ain't mad that they did it.
No, I'm mad. Yeah, they didn't execute it properly. They were supposed to think of those steps. Now we got to be out there just so they don't call. Like, you got to think about that kind of stuff.
And of all the things to order in the world, they ordered Taco Bell. Like, let me tell you, like, I told you what my son told me. That he was like, I need to talk to you. You need to stop telling people that we don't eat meat. It's only you. I wonder how, I guess, like, breaking a child from a habit that they don't really care about. Because when you think about, like, when you realize you get your reward in the present, then you change your behavior in the present. Mm-hmm. But our language is built to get our reward in the future. So we put off things to a later date and time. We do.
So, you know, and I talk about that in my book, you know, about language and changing your language to have a present tense language.
That's a nice key.
Thank you. Yeah, this is this the good stuff.
Is that a 19 Keys exclusive?
Yeah, it is.
So when does mine come in?
The purple key? Yeah, we're working on that. That should be out soon, actually. We're working on that. You gotta have them ambiguous answers. You gotta have them ambiguous answers. It's like the universe is conjuring it up right now. Like, it should be ready to manifest at some point in time.
I don't hit people like that.
It should be ready. It should be ready to manifest.
Do I play?
At some point in time, man.
Do I play?
No, I heard you not abusive. I heard you talk about you abuse your kids and stuff. So I
don't have kids.
Your children, my bad. You know what I'm talking about?
He is handsome.
No.
But he's a liar. No, he's not. No, he's not.
I'm an author. I got a book out. That's the most sexy thing about me is my mind. And so, I'm just saying.
I told you.
If you want to see how good I really look, you got to read the book and be like, damn, this is sexy right here. Reading that knowledge, so attractive.
Oh, then you about to, boy, I'm about to turn me on, and I'm gonna turn you out.
You know what I'm talking about? That's how I go for it. You know what I mean? People trying to show their looks and like, look, girl, I'm smart. I'm like, what? I'm smart. That's my new line. How you doing? I'm smart. Oh, my new line.
That's why I don't talk to you.
I'm big on line.
No, for real, I really don't be talking to you.
What's up with you? What's your name? Oh, yeah, I'm smart. You smart? Yeah. How you like knowledge? I got a lot. And I wrote a book. You can open it up. It'll open you up mentally. You know what I'm talking about? Knowledge. Knowledge is the most attractive thing ever. You know what I mean? People try to sell the outside things. I'm talking about the inside. You know what I'm talking about? The book is called Paradigm Keys, the Solution-Based Mind Reprogramming. You gotta tap all the way in. You know what I mean? So I just gave y'all some game. I want y'all to go try that. Uncommon responses is originality. You know what I mean? Women love uncommon responses. You know what I mean? So a practice of originality is you take the 5 top things that people answer, right? How you doing, what you doing, things of that nature. And then you just figure out what is an uncommon response that can excite a person when you first meet them, right? That leaves a long-lasting impression into the subconscious memory. So even when they walk away from you, they're still excited about meeting you. And another thing, hand gestures, right? If I put my hands away from like this, people read with their hand gestures, so they need to trust you. So, like, they can't trust you if they don't see your hands. So if you look at the top 10% of TED Talks, it's all done with hands, right? You communicate with your hands. So it's very important that you do these things. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm cerebral with my intelligence, but you got to be smart. And you got to click the link in the bio and make sure you get one of them books. Yeah, the crown's up there as well. And open the book up.
I told you. This don't be fucking with you. You get on my nerves so bad.
I'm just trying to get people the game, man. That's all I try to do is provide value to people. Yeah, I'm not gonna have a show.
Listen, don't change your voice no more. Like
it's different voices. You know what I mean?
Don't do it again.
It's important. Yeah, you gotta have a different voice when you're speaking directly to the family. She don't know why she ain't just gonna knock on the door. All right. What was your message came to deliver? What message have you came to deliver, Kay? Yeah, man, I just wanted to get a game to the people about, originality and excitement and changing the way you even introduce yourself. Like, stop asking people how they doing. You know what I mean? Ask them, who are you? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tell people, like, you appreciate their existence. Like, I enjoy your energy. Your vibration is very much connected.
Your energy feels so damn good to me. Where your other phone at, Keith?
My other we stay on the line. We stay connected. It never gets disconnected.
Keys is on the main.
I got a quote in my book that says, when you pay attention to God, you starve the devil.
That's dope. Hey, one of my favorite quotes of yours.
Crown that.
I'm going to call y'all back because my children, the Uber driver keeps calling like 20 times. So say good night.
Good night. The book already out. Link in the bio. Tap in.
Tap in. Why I say tap in? Don't say that shit. I love y'all. I like y'all. I like y'all. Peace.
But who is God though? Oh yeah, I'm a God.
Who is God? If you got to ask, the answer is not you.
You gotta tap. That's the whole point. Say tap in.
Because whenever somebody asks who is God, I immediately answer. Like, they don't be like, you don't believe in God? I'm like, I see her every day in the mirror. What do you mean?
I think about this idea that the person that tells you who God is, in some sense of the word, they are your God.